Sam Darnold, third overall pick in the 2018 draft. The Jets traded up to get him. AFC Offensive Player of the Week against the Cowboys in Week 6. Then comes Week 7, and it's a disaster. Then comes the controversy regarding the mic'd up audio of him saying that he was seeing ghosts. Chris, look, setting aside the controversy, because I really do think the Jets' reaction to it made it a bigger deal than it needed to be.
Yes.
To explain what it means to see ghosts and how you get to the point as a quarterback where you're not. Is it something you're always dealing with, or is it just something that you can grow out of? Do you minimize it? How do you get from the point where you're seeing ghosts to the point where you're not?
Well, this is a very rare occurrence, even for a young quarterback. And, seeing ghosts is just code word for I'm flustered, and they got me seeing things that aren't real, and things that are real, I'm not seeing them clearly. And that's basically what that is there. And that's what New England did to them. New England figured out that, in obvious passing situations, when the New York Jets are in shotgun and, the field is kind of spread, Bill Belichick, through his study, said their blitz pickups and what they do to adjust to the blitz is not up to par. And I'm going to expose this, not only because Adam Gase doesn't have maybe the correct plan with some of these formations and things like that. Sam Darnold doesn't know where to go with the ball either. And when he's talking about ghosts, there was some times in the game where, okay, early on, they bring the blitzes and he throws interceptions, right? Trying to get the ball out of his hand in a hurry to beat the blitz. Then as the game goes on, they fake the blitzes, and yet he was throwing the ball like, oh, man, I have pressure around me, but they had faked the blitz. There was nobody there, and that's why he throws in the ball down the field, and you're like, where is that ball going? And, it's right into the defender's hands because he wasn't sure what he was seeing, so his mind was all over the place. We talk about, like, game speed slowing down, right? I bet you that game was, like, in fast forward and, like, ×3 the other night for Sam Darnold. He was going, oh, my gosh, am I protected? Oh, what coverage is it? Oh, gosh, I think I'm protected. Let me look one more time. Wait, what's the coverage downfield? Oh, interception. And that's basically what it means by seeing ghosts. I had it happen to me against the Baltimore Ravens in 2006, Mike, with the Ray Lewis and that team. I got in that game, threw some interceptions. They were good and messed up some things that were things I would never mess up. Like, protection calls and IDing the right guy in the run game or whatever. But because I had been flustered by their physicality, their disguises and things like that, I messed up some things that I would never mess up because I was overthinking it and worried about too many different things.
Yeah, and I guess that really is the corollary here. The game slows down and you stop seeing ghosts. So when you get to the point where you are in that zone where you understand what's happening and it feels like you can master the speed of the game, you've gotten accustomed to it, that's when you stop freaking out and thinking that you see things that you don't see, because that's the human reaction. That's what your brain does when you feel that frustration, when you feel flustered, when you feel like you're confused by everything that's happening around you.
Right. That's basically what it is. And again, this might not be the last time he sees ghosts, because there's been great like NFL Hall of Famers who have gotten in the middle of their career and gone still through moments where they saw ghosts. I mean, you talk about like Aaron Rodgers in Denver a few years ago. Remember with that great Denver defense? I bet you he was seeing ghosts in that game. The 2007 Super Bowl with Steve Spagnuolo doing all these different things for Tom Brady. There's moments and plays in that game where Brady's going to go, oh, I should have just hit that guy, or why did I get the ball out of my hands so quickly? Well, why? Because you were confused a few times by some blitzes you never saw them bring all year in your study, or Strahan had beaten people man to man and you're thinking your internal clock's off. So it is something that happens. It just happened on a big stage, and because he's young, it snowballed into something really gigantic, and it just made it worse and worse.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.